Hello guys, welcome to Ganit Dhyanam, your mathematics channel. Today we have to start very start of the mathematics of class 10th, that is real number. Before coming on the topic, I would like to talk to you people little bit. Actually, real number, as it is very clear from the word here, real and number. So the number which is very commonly used by us in real life. So this topic goes to be very important for you people, not only for class 10th examination, but in higher examinations also, be it IIT, be it any engineering, be it medical, even in social life also we have to go across so many where with this renowned term real number. So first of all, we should be very focused on this topic at this standard only, so that to make the concept clear. Once you are clear in your concept, then there will be no problem at all, because related to this topic you have to get so many questions in all these above examinations, IIT or Roorkee or medicals, etc, etc. So you have to be very strong on the concept at this stage. One thing more to advise you people, don't run after the marks. Let marks to run after you. Be strong with your concepts. Marks will have to run after you. You need not to go behind. Mostly it is seen that you are going after the marks in examination, and somewhere you are missing. Your focus goes to the result only. Your focus goes to the result only. What is to be done today you are missing. And when today's work is being missed by you, so how to get the result? So to get the result, be at the platform where you are today. So make your platform today strong with me, KK Sharma. Now, what is real number? Actually, real number is defined by the set of rational as well as irrational numbers. In other words, real number is a collection of rational and irrational number. In other words, if we say all the rational numbers are real number and all the irrational numbers are real numbers, it is also true. Means real number is collection of rational as well as irrational. It means all the rationals are real, all the irrational also real. Another definition of the real number is the number that can be presented on number line is called real number. Means you have learnt in class 9th, you can present rational numbers also on number line. You can present irrational numbers also on number line. I think you people have presented under root 2 on number line, under root 10 on number line, under root 13 on number line. But these are irrational numbers. They are also to be presented on number lines. We will discuss about rational and irrationals later. And hereby, this is the third definition of real number. Nth root of x is real if nth root of x is powered by n and we get a positive number. Nth root of x is powered by n, we get a positive number. In this way, we have got three definitions of real numbers. One is a collection of rational and irrational numbers is called a real number. Number that can be presented on number line, also a real number. And third one is if nth root of x is real if nth root of x is powered by n is positive. Means if the number is powered by n and we are getting ultimately positive, it means the number is real. In this way, we have got three definitions. I am taking one of them first. A collection of rational and irrational number is called a real number. Students, you must know first of all what is rational and what is irrational, though it is already studied by you people earlier. So I have to take them separately. What are rational numbers and what are irrational numbers? First of all, let us visit rational number. So we'll see rational number first. What is a rational number? Definition is very clear. If a number can be presented in the form of P upon Q. Conditioned over here for P and Q being integer. They must be integer, being integer, and another condition is Q must not be equal to 0. This definition is studied by you in previous classes. A number can be presented, a number that can be presented, a number that can be presented in the form of P upon Q for P and Q being integer. If P and Q are not integer, then it is not a statement for rational number, that is not valid. So for P and Q being integer and Q must not be equal to 0. Another definition of this is, actually this is the presentation in the form of fraction only. Another one is, if the number is in decimal, so you have seen two types of decimals. One is terminating decimal. So terminating decimal, all terminating decimals are rational numbers. All the terminating numbers are rational number. If number is terminating decimal, then we need not to think on it, like 3.5, it is a rational number. 2.56, rational number. 5.592, a rational number. It is known as terminating decimal. What is terminating decimal? Which has its limit, means it has its end point. After this, after 2, there is nothing. 0, 0, 0 can be added by you because of decimal presentation, but that all zeros are importance less. So it is also a rational number. Another one is non-terminating. Sometimes we go through the dot numbers, like third, the non-terminating, that is known as non-terminating decimal. But conditioned over here, repeating. If non-terminating, then it must repeat. If the number is non-terminating decimal and it is repeating, then also it is a rational number. If non-terminating, and how it is repeating, let's see, like 5.676767, ultimately you have to write 3 dots at the last. So 6767 is getting repeated. So it is known as non-terminating. 3 dots are saying that the number is non-terminating. The number is not here. Non-terminating also repeating. It is a rational number. Another example you can take 1.572572 dot dot dot. Hereby this is having block of 3 digits repeat decimal, so it is also a rational number. Okay. Next one is a number in the form of root. In the form of root, which root is itself eradicable, like under root, we write here under root x, nth root x, if root can be removed. If root can be removed, I will take this example now. Root can be removed. I mean nth root of x, if root can be removed. Let us take an example over here. We are taking here cube root of 8. Cube root of 8. So its root can be removed because we can write here it is cube root of 2 to the power 3, that is coming to be 2. Means that cube root of 8 is ultimately converted into 2, which is an integer, and integer is also a rational number. Again I want to remind you people, all the natural numbers are rational numbers, all the whole numbers are rational numbers, all the integers are also whole numbers. Okay. In addition to them, these few things are also to be understood. So actually why it was omitted by me, because integers can be written in this form, whole numbers can be written in this form very clearly, all the natural numbers can be written in this form, so I need not to go on that. This is sufficient for that, but you should think if the number is a whole number, that is rational number. Now we will discuss about irrational numbers. So actually it is just a opposite of rational numbers. In the rational number, first we have rational number, first definition for that we have what we have written all over there is the number which can be presented in the form of p upon q for p and q being integer, where q is not equal to 0. So hereby the number which cannot be presented, the number which cannot be presented in the form of p upon q for p and q being integer. Hereby you should take care, p and q are integer, then if it is presented in the form of p upon q, the number will become rational. If it can't be presented in the form of p upon q for p and q integer, that is irrational. And example is being taken by us over here, like under root 10 upon 3. It is also in the form of p upon q, but p is not an integer, so it is not a rational number, it is irrational number. I hope it is clear over here, and it will be clear to you that this is also in the form of p upon q, but not for integers, because here it is not integer, and it is already written the number which cannot be presented in the form of p upon q. Why it is so? If it could be presented in the form of p upon q, it would have been rational number. Since in the form of p upon q it can be presented, but p and q are not integer over here, therefore I will write p is not an integer. Therefore under root 10 upon under root 3 is not rational. It is not rational, but irrational. So this is important over here, p and q being integer. P and q are integer, in that case p upon q will become rational, and for p upon q not to be rational, p and q, one of them at least to be non-integer. Okay, so that is now in the form of p upon q, but p is not integer, so it is not a rational but irrational. Let's see the another one, that is next one is in rational numbers example we had taken not example but in definition only or in collection only, we had taken the numbers which are terminating decimal are rational. So terminating decimal can't be rational. Very clear? If number is terminating, it can't be rational. In the other part over there, a number if non-terminating but repeating, thereby a condition was there. Number non-terminating but repeating. So hereby the number non-terminating and non-repeating is irrational number. The number which is non-terminating and also not repeating is irrational number. For example, we can take 3.57, 557, 557. This is not irrational number, it is not an irrational number because of the terminating over. So make it non-terminating, we have to put 3 dots. Now it is non-terminating, first condition. Non-terminating, still we are confused over here whether it is rational or irrational. Then we'll go to check its repetition. Thereby we can see this block is having 5 2. Hereby it is having double 5, means 3 terms are coming to be in that. 555 then 7. 57, double 57, 557. Is any block repeating? No. The block containing here two terms, two numbers, or you can say 2 digits. Hereby 3 digits, not proper repetition is there. So it is non-terminating, non-repeating number. Another example we can take 4.57. We can change something. 4.31, 3311, 333111. Still we can't leave here, because when we leave here, this will be considered as rational number because of terminating decimal. 3 dots compulsory. Check how much importance is given to these 3 dots over here. Again we will check. This block is having single 3, single 1. This block is having double 3, double 1, triple 3, triple 1. So again, no proper repetition is there. Another examples you can say pi or exponents, etc. They are also irrational numbers. It is based on pattern. Sometimes we write here 3.15621192237 dot dot dot. Hereby we can see where the repetition is there. So we can say this is also an irrational number. Next is third one, under nth root x. Nth root x is irrational if root can't be removed. Root can't be removed. Why I'm saying it? Let's take an example for this. If we are taking here third root of 16, take it third root of 16. So we can see it is cube root of 16. That is 6. We can say it is to be factorized over here, cube root 2 into 2 into 2 into again 2. So this is grouped up. 2 will come out, and 3 third root of 2 will still left under the third. 2 is also under the third. It means its root is not finally removable. So it is also irrational number. In the previous example of rational number I had taken cube root 8, if you can recall. Cube root 8 is rational because its root had been removed. Hereby cube root of 16, it is not removable, so it is irrational number. And so in this way we had studied about rational and irrational number. Also the rationality and irrationality number will be discussed by us. In the next video we will discuss about Euclid's division lemma and fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Means now I have started the video making for higher order thinking questions, but later on, due to the request of our students, I have started it on academics. So one by one I will be giving to you people topic wise. This is the introduction of real number. After it we'll take Euclid's division lemma, then fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So you are advised to be with the video and subscribe and share it, so that you should be benefited, other of your friends can be also benefited. Sabka saath, sabka vikas. Thank you.